Hail, daring seekers of hidden wisdom. Prepare for a fearless dive into the ink-black soul of Anton LaVey's The Satanic Bible, etched in 1969 by the formidable high priest, a thundering manifesto to bask in the flesh's untamed pleasures, cast out the feeble, and proclaim the self as Almighty God. Sprung from the haunted depths of the Church of Satan's altars, this tome scorns the pathetic wails for mercy, rising as a defiant chant to indulgence, vengeance, and absolute mastery. These summaries roar with the book's own feral energy, steeped in LaVey's unyielding first-person command, a call to smash the bonds of guilt and seize the blazing truths within. On June 6, 1966, Anton LaVey, declared the Age of Satan's birth, founding the Church of Satan from my San Francisco Black House, a crucible for this rebellious doctrine. It weaves a sinister tapestry of ritual, creed, and revolt, mirroring the soul's deepest hungers and forging weapons against the hollow sanctities of old. From the prologue's bold challenge to the mystic chasms of the books of Satan, Lucifer, Belial, and Leviathan, it unveils a gospel where power is torn from the heavens. The 9 satanic statements, numbered and explicit, anchor this faith, while the 11 rules of the earth, the black mass's desecration, and the 3 magic forms, ritual, non-ritual, and greater and lesser, arm the faithful. This journey demands steely resolve, a willingness to face the inner beast, and a ravenous hunger to wield the profane wisdom I unleash. Plunge into these pages, where the ritual invocation, your body is the temple, the Enochian keys, ancient chants, and the art of shaping reality stand ready, poised to mold your will into Satan's invincible might. Summaries of the Satanic Bible in its own sinister style. Prologue. I, Anton LaVey, shatter the hush with my proclamation. June 6, 1966, the day I unleashed the Age of Satan, ablaze to consume the old world. No more will I kneel to the sanctimonious firmament. I erect my black house as a temple to glorify the flesh's wild power over ethereal dreams. The earth festers with hypocritical purity. I tear the veil to shreds, bearing the ravenous beast that lurks in every soul. This book is my forged covenant, a mirror to your fiercest desires, a whip to drive the weak into submission. I sneer at the Nazarene's trembling weakness, embracing instead the Titan's strength, the fire of lust, and the crown of pride. Here, I forge a religion of dominance, not groveling prayers, a creed to awaken the demon you've buried beneath centuries of chains. Read on, and let my words spark the inferno in your spirit. Break your bonds and rise as a lord of your own realm. On this sacred dawn, I founded the Church of Satan, a bulwark against the frail, and this text is its holy law, commanding you to seize your destiny. The 9 satanic statements. I, Anton LaVey, carve the 9 truths into the ebon heart of eternity, my edicts hammered in steel. Behold the 9 satanic statements, numbered for your ascent. 1. Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. Life is mine to devour with savage joy. 2. Satan represents vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams. 3. Satan represents undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit. 4. Satan represents kindness to those who deserve it instead of love wasted on ingrates. 5. Satan represents vengeance instead of turning the other cheek. 6. Satan represents responsibility to the responsible instead of concern for psychic vampires. 7. Satan represents man as just another animal, sometimes better, more often worse than those that walk on all fours, who, because of his divine spiritual and intellectual development, has become the most vicious animal of all. 8. Satan represents all of the so-called sins as they all lead to physical, mental, or emotional gratification. 9. Satan has been the best friend the church has ever had, as he has kept it in business all these years. These are my gospel, a scorching revolt against a morality gutted by fear. Bow to me, for I am the master of my own domain, and you shall rise to reign beside me. These pillars uphold my Church of Satan, a trumpet call to shatter the old world's chains. The Book of Satan. I, the voice of Satan, unleash a roaring tempest through these verses, a poetic sledge to crush the pious herd. I bellow a war hymn against the gutless, exalting the flesh's raging fire with every line. Blessed are the strong, for they shall seize the earth. Cursed are the feeble, for they shall bear the yoke of slavery forever. I deride the celestial choir's empty moans, raising my chalice to toast the earthy sins that sustain life. This is my anthem, my battle cry, roared in the guttural tongue of the damned, a summons to the bold. I bid you shed the cloak of shame, to revel in the fury that surges in your blood. Let my words scorch your veins like molten lava. Here I am the serpent, coiling around the broken cross, hissing the unvarnished truth to set you free. Within these stanzas lie the 11 rules of the earth. 1. Do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked. 2. Do not tell your troubles to others unless you are sure they want to hear them. 3. When in another's lair, show him respect or else do not go there. 4. If a guest in your lair annoys you, treat him cruelly and without mercy. 5. Do not make sexual advances unless you are given the mating signal. 6. Do not take that which does not belong to you unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved. 7. Acknowledge the power of magic if you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you have obtained. 8. Do not complain about anything to which you need not subject yourself. 9. Do not harm little children. 10. Do not kill non-human animals unless you are attacked or for your food. 11. When walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not stop, destroy him. The Book of Lucifer. I shred the rotting lies of the ages, smashing the frail gods worshipped by the weak with a vengeful hand. I unmask religion as a treacherous cage, a mental chain I break with my iron will. I assert that magic flows as a vital force, one I wield through the crucible of ritual and the flame of intent. Indulgence is my sacred right, vengeance my unerring justice. I scoff at the madness of charity to strangers, reserving my love for those proven worthy in the fire of strength. This book is my manifesto, a dark mirror reflecting your most forbidden cravings. I guide you to the throne of power, to the unashamed bliss of embracing your nature. Read and let me awaken the beast within. Here I am your priest, your liberator, your Satan, crowned in defiance. Here I introduce the Black Mass, a rite to desecrate Christian symbols, a sign of my revolt, and classify magic into 3 types: ritual or ceremonial magic, releasing emotions through structured rites like cursing foes or drawing love; non-ritual or manipulative magic, shaping others with charisma and cunning; and greater and lesser magic, with greater for grand goals using the Enochian keys, and lesser for quick triumphs via charm. The Book of Belial. I dictate the intricate workings of my rituals, the raw, thundering power of the flesh unleashed before you. I command you to master the sacred circle, the altar of your rule, the tools of your fury. Your body is the temple, I decree with sovereign might. No fleeting visions here. I forge magic from the sweat of your labor and the steel of your soul. I set the precise timing, the commanding stance, the resonant chant. Precision is my unassailable law, a fortress no enemy can breach. This is no timid plea, it's a war dance, a summoning of primal will to bend reality to your whim. I teach you to strike your enemies with the thunder of my rights, to shape the world with the strength of your command. Here I am the architect of your dominion, the blacksmith of your spirit. Obey and let my methods forge your eternal empire. This section rings with the ritual invocation. Your body is the temple, a pillar demanding physical dominance over ethereal folly. The Book of Leviathan. I summon the turbulent depths of chaos, the primal flood that drives the rhythm of my ritual's dark symphony. I chant the Enochian keys, my tongue lashing the air with the ancient power of forgotten tongues, drawn from John Dee's arcane well. These are my spells, my curses to bind the unworthy, my blessings to shatter the frail, spoken by me to rule the night's realm. I guide you through the shadows, where the unseen dances to the beat of my will. This book is my grimoire, a raging torrent of words to drown the meek in their own fear. I demand you recite with ferocious intent, invoke with untamed passion, command with regal authority, let my voice merge with yours in the abyss. Here I am the Leviathan, rising from the abyssal depths, dragging you into the ecstatic mastery of my dark kingdom. These keys, intoned with precision, bind or break, a tool to wield power over the unseen as I teach in this sacred text. Conclusion: a contemplation on the Satanic Bible's eternal fire. These were the blistering embers of the Satanic Bible, each passage a thunderous howl ripped from my core. Anton LaVey, your steadfast high priest. Born in 1969 under Avon Books, this tome erupted like a storm amid the counterculture's savage roar, a midnight flag hoisted to defy the 1960s fading embers. I, born in 1930 in Chicago's jagged lanes, shaped it within the shadowed forge of my San Francisco Church of Satan, blending the rough pulse of circus grit with the mystic threads of occult lore, my legacy blazing until my end in 1997. Its cultural tempest spawned the Church of Satan, rippling through heavy metal, avant-garde art, and the relentless spirit of rebellion, a heritage that molds the daring. I wielded the first-person voice to seize your spirit with direct, unyielding might, no go-betweens, just me, your God, ordering you to claim your crown. Rooted in the age of Satan's dawn on June 6, 1966, and kindled by the Black Mass's desecration, the 11 rules of the Earth's practicality, and the 3 magic streams, ritual for emotional rites, non-ritual for manipulation, and greater and lesser for transformation, this work stands as a monument to power seized. Crave more of my infernal wisdom? Demand it, and I shall tear open the veil to reveal the Inferno's heart.